Developer Moth Atlas and publisher Midwest Games have this to say. If you can overcome the eldritch beasts in the town, there may be hope yet for Tombwater. I want to add to that. No eldritch beast is impossible to bring down. You can bring down one, then you can bring down more, then you can bring down enough. Maybe you'll end up bringing down the rest. And maybe you'll just bring down every last eldritch beast there is and bring light back to Tombwater. Or at least figure out why things are the way they are. I've been having some trouble trying to get this game up here. Sound wasn't working, no capture methods were working, and then I had to realize I was so used to window capture and my capture card, I didn't think about game capture in OBS Studio. So update drivers and try out all the different ways to capture a PC game. Some method will work in the end, like it did for me here. Game capture ended up being the thing, and I'm glad that everything is moving now. And don't worry about this here, I didn't do anything for real. As you can see, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 on the right side. Did I mention I'm just glad to be able to show this and have this running and moving? I have developer developer Moth Atlas, publisher Midwest Studio, and Tim over at UberStrategist to thank for allowing me to share this with you. I've wanted to for a long time, and then a whole lot of life happened, and I don't think that's enough of an excuse to have not shown this. I've had this sitting for 2 months, but life was happening in 2 months. I mean some big life, like layoff life. And yet that doesn't feel enough like an excuse. The point is, we have this up now. Let's see what this 2D Souls-like action RPG is like. Or rather, 2D top-down Souls-like action RPG. We'll overwrite that. And looks like there's only one way out. And what a poncho and no eyes to see on that hat. Imagine if gear you needed was in any of these briefcases, but it's not. These pixels look good, though. There are people here after all. Something ain't right. Is the passenger car ahead empty too? Mm-hmm. I don't like it. Empty or not, the prize we came here for is now... Wait, the safe is also empty. The safe is also empty. Supposed to be loads of silver from that new mine. All that's in there is this weird rock. What is this thing? Take a look at this. Homeward coal. Someone tipped off the old man. It's a setup. And someone got blasted to Kingdom Come. So, thieves, bandits? I'll hold them off. Get out of here. We'll catch up later. What up? R1 melee attacks and he refills bullets. Yeah, they're gone entirely. L2 will aim and R2 to fire. The bullets are below what must be stamina. Excuse me, I was just leaving. Well, he left. What a way to start the game. And much like a Souls-like, there's a campfire to replenish health and refillable items. Most enemies will return to life. I do not at all mind the Western setting of all this. You don't see it in every stinking game, so it's a nice breath of fresh air. Circle dashes. And then dash across pits and obstacles like in Moonlighter that I really need to get back into. Jump down like Legend of Zelda there. Flasks provide quick healing with triangle. This is already intense in ways that I can appreciate. Whoa, grenade. That looked eldritch. And anyone who was there seems to have been gone.
There's an old church up ahead. Meet me there.
He got all fast. Woo. Okay, there's as much combo as there is stamina. Yeah, now I've for sure seen the crazy. This church or graveyard?
You made it. I know you can handle yourself, but I was still worried. I took some hits, but I'll pull through, for better or worse. I think this is the end, kid.
What happened here?
Our time's been running out for a while now. That silver was supposed to settle the debts, let you and me leave this life clean. Well, this fiasco closed that door. The marshal won't let us get that close again. Only thing left to do is split up, lay low. Been trying for years to make up for the past, kid. Just dragged you into this by taking you in. But in a couple of years, if you still need a place and I found any kind of life, I'll send you a letter. Come find me then.
Oh boy, but how do you explain all the black tentacles? And how did that grow? Woo there. 9 years later. He can't be no kid now.
Kid, I hope this reaches you well. I'm in a town called Tombwater. Even started acting as sheriff, if you can believe it. Wonder what you've been doing. It's been long enough that I think things are safe here. None of the kind of trouble we used to deal with. If you're still looking for a place to settle, maybe I can help you here. It'd be good to see you. Elliot Flintwood.
What a start to the game.
Wonder what you've been doing.
And we have loadouts we can choose to begin with, like soldier. Fought with militias, hunted bounties, brawled in taverns. The hardness of the world can temper or callous, but either keeps you alive. So life, endurance, strength, gunslinging. Gunslinger. Backed up your words with a quick draw. Saw much of the West while trying to outrun the price on your head. Those are still the 4 things, but gunslinging is the most. But life, endurance, and strength are all big as a soldier. Occultist. Big on lucidity, mind, and alchemy. Pursued unsettling rumors to find meaning. Became instead uncomfortably familiar with inexplicable whispers in the night. Tinkerer with alchemy, and then life, strength, and gunslinging. Traveled with a potent medicine doctor or a patent medicine. No, it is potent medicine doctor. No, it looks like patent. It is patent. Traveled with a patent medicine doctor who lets slip alchemical recipes with strange effects, to which you grew a useful tolerance. Spellblade. Ooh. More strength than anything, but endurance and lucidity in mind. Channeled brushes with the occult into strange technique, familiar with a blade as well as a hex. Drifter. So more endurance and strength and gunslinging than life and lucidity. Wandered the Western territories, pursuing a rumor that amounted to nothing but trouble. Or nameless. A wretch, scrounged and slept in the mud. Self-pity begets further hardship, but you are committed to a difficult experience, so this must be a hard mode build. And equipment is different, like Dragoon Saber and Revolver. Cavalry Saber, custom pistol. Rune Knife, Derringer, and Smoke Bolt. Cavalry Saber, Revolver, Dynamite, Militia Nostrum. cavalry saber, derringer, grave fingers, drifter saber, revolver, rusty saber, derringer. And they all do look different. I don't know if I need to be that hard. And I'm not magical, though. That feels close enough to a red mage. What if I'm a drifter? I don't need as much mind and alchemy, and I don't know what lucidity does. I don't want to be nameless. That said, this could be easy in a way. All that strength and endurance. But brawling in taverns, I hope bringing down any problems. Maybe I could be a soldier. I want to hope I've been doing it for the greater good that cares about people. I was a soldier. That kind of customization is nice there, at least the starting build. Tombwater. We made it to Tombwater Station, hence that first achievement. And here I thought that this would be the way out. I don't see anything about running, though. Dashing, but not running. So, Amos, I forget, keeps a fire going. So I probably should have been reading him. It is a map of Tombwater. A man working on the Union Pacific Railroad painted it. If you must head into Tombwater, I hope it can help you. But feel free to talk to me whenever you like, friend. Tell me, what brings you to Tombwater? A letter from Sheriff Flintwood. I see. The sheriff has not been seen in some time. I am afraid I cannot help you locate him. However, a while ago, a bounty hunter passed through, looking for a different man. Not who you seek, but someone whose line of business is finding the missing. This could be a helpful ally. And perhaps finding one missing man could lead to another. The bounty hunter was headed to the Canyon Settlement to the southeast. Pass through the abandoned circus grounds. You will arrive there. Welcome, friend. Warm yourself by the fire. So, he thinks that Flintwood is a good man. Why don't we rest here? And look at how big the words are. Okay, they are crazy. If not crazy, they are just not friendly. That is feeling Souls-like in ways I can understand. Oh, we can roll right through the barrels and try to break them for anything inside. That switch is going to open that gate and make a shortcut. And I can jump over that. But probably don't want to miss out on money. Yeah, already this feels like it could be something here. It looks like a giant spider. And there's another campfire here. How can I even level up? I don't have any skill points. Only life, endurance, and lucidity? And I don't have embers. Whatever that's all about. And someone wanted to shoot. And what's with the blue bar? Oh, that must be experience. I probably could stand a rest at a fire or use a flask. So, trinkets. They're often found abandoned across Tombwater. Useless in a fight, but sold or sellable to merchants. Yeah, I got flasks I can use before. Yeah, that blue bar is experience there. And before it can get a swing on me, I get all the swings and shots on him. That's a consumable, not a trinket. Then there's something else over here. Another trinket. Is it all lore stuff? I'm gonna have to get some slashes in. I want my bullets back, and that's the only way to do it. Or resting at a campfire. But then I was too late on that. I did not fall into that pit like the game thinks, but I didn't take tons of health lost. Could there be anything inside anywhere here, or that's a pathway to somewhere? And that's a charm. They can be equipped at campfires with a unique effect and cost. Tolerance to enchantments can be increased too. Too bad that's not a bookshelf that can be moved. But this game does encourage exploration. Good thing stamina comes back quick. It does in most Souls-likes anyway. I'm sure there is something somewhere, but I can't be all that sure. 5 points. Lucky bullet increases damage with the final bullet in the bandolier. And me with no grenade. So I don't know if anyone was good or bad. Bloodstain is showing events of the past. Got that murderous bastard in the lockup, Sheriff. Got that murderous bastard in the lockup, Sheriff Flintwood. Can't believe he did this with his bare hands. It ain't right. The killer. Wasn't that Nick Cooper's son? I thought he died from the mining sickness last week. Lots of miners getting sick recently, Sheriff. I reckon those physicians that Vauxhall called in can fix it up, though. I hope so. So that was something like a blood echo right there. Very interesting. More people absolutely need to know about this game already. That's all I can imagine. Oh, maybe this will lead me to the... No, not quite. It could still. If I jump down that way, but there's an open door this way. And I see the sparkles of a trinket that way. Or some kind of item. It's a trinket. Whoa. Black powder for crafting that we don't know anything about yet. Glad I didn't all the way hesitate. And I can't fire any bullets when I don't have any. And there's some money, but no merchants. And that would call for something like a hook shot. Oh, that's a big move there. We'll see how you like it. Okay, that I did fall. I'll admit that. I did not press dash fast enough. Can move pretty fast when you dash. You can dash through attacks. But I'm dashing in the time of attacks instead of through them. And now we did level up. So lucidity is resistance to madness. Endurance increases stamina, life increases maximum life. Why can't I increase anything else, though? And I guess I gotta look around for somewhere else to go for reasons and things. Think about where I came from or where I can go. Oh, there is a gate to open right here for a shortcut purpose. Or so I think. I haven't even checked my map. Yeah, I didn't check this at all, so why don't I see about going through here? Find my way to the circus district. So are the other stats just fixed? Category for sub-menu, then equip items to a selected slot, and 3 items for each category can be equipped and quick swap between. I don't know about weapon arts, neither. And then what about the well? If anything, I feel like I'd like to take down a eldritch beast. I gotta find my way through here first before I can do that. That is the station. And left side touchpad button on a PS4 controller will open up the map. Where can I go for sure to find the shortest path to the district? Because that's telling me a gate's there. That's definitely an eldritch beast there. It sure feels like it anyway. I can't jump down that bridge. There ain't nothing I can do over here. And why do they insist on shooting me down? At least the gun doesn't use up any stamina. Let me see about dashing through. Yep. That was wide range. And the stuff heals fast, too. If I just go through there, that'd be real helpful. Oh, I didn't realize I could go through there. It sure didn't feel very obvious. There's no way that seemed doable at all. But apparently it is. That's kind of not helpful, though. But it is leading me to the circus district. And he's definitely mad. I wanted to do that without getting hit, but them's the brakes. And a bullet breaker charm. Can I not go past? But there seems to be a gate there. Can't go under there or there. Can't jump down that away. I felt so close. It didn't seem like there was anything in the way there. It's a little hard to tell with the top-downness. But it could be much, much worse. And I could stand the rest. Melee weapons can deflect bullets there. Maybe I didn't think to go all the way up here like I should have. Look at that! That's fun. Now this feels like a pathway to go. Except for that. I don't have any kind of grappling hook. It's so somber here. And it should be. It is a ghost town of sorts. I need more stamina than that. Should I go in there? And that's not a statue I can interact with. I dare to see what's up. And I know I was panicking. I got my flasks refilled, though. But what's up in this church, if anything? What a pounce! There's another level. And another chime, or another charm. Third eye blind fold. That's actually hilarious. It ain't nothing seeing here. I'm definitely going more outskirts with this. But there's a button to hit. Shortcuts are very helpful. I feel like I'm hearing some honky-tonk music here. Oh, I've been here already. It's people fighting each other. That's alright, they can harm themselves. Then it's almost like they want to come and harm me anyway. What's up here, if anything? They're the ones throwing grenades. Definitely some honky-tonk here. And glad to have swinging arcs as well. But I feel like I'm going further out than I need to, and I could be putting myself in some kind of trouble. And this time defeated the big bruiser without getting hit. That certainly felt good. And there's another switch to hit. That is a reason to keep going through places around here, actually. So I may as well be grateful. This is all dark here, though. I wondered if anything was up that way since there is no water coming out of it. Uh-oh.
Not another step, outlaw. You must be here to find the sheriff. I recognize you. 11 years ago, in South Abeta, Flintwood's gang burned the town to the ground. Draw your blade, outlaw. This day I will deliver justice.
I did not mean for that. It sounded like a dance. Oh, right, I can deflect bullets. Like that. She's fast. Ooh. I wonder if that was meant to happen. Yeah, she threw me in there.
Where'd you go, outlaw? You think your crafty escape will save you from justice? I will find you!
I want to think I was getting into the swing of things, and then all of a sudden...
Ha! Villain!
Let's see, I can't, deflect those bullets. This is an interesting thing, an interesting event. So I just gotta move out of here. And that time I finally jumped over.
Where are you, honorless scoundrel? This is only a brief delay before you meet your destiny.
Apparently I escaped her, so says the achievement. And then that stair traveling felt like Zelda: A Link to the Past. But that was a very interesting event. And I can't be going through here. I ain't got no light at the source of my own. I can't say I blame Catalina for wanting revenge. But I don't realize what I've been doing. And now, I'm doing more things, seeing about... Ooh! Seeing about what's over here. A flask shard. Is that another piece of... or another something for more drinking? Or do I need to get a number of pieces, a number of shards in order to increase that? I don't know enough about the consumables. Why don't I increase lucidity? And if the spell would cause madness, then spell casting gets prevented. And what if I go equipment? I thought there was something. Homeward Coal will let me return to my most recent resting place, which is probably a good idea. Remedial Mushroom will regen. I thought I had more of something. I do need 3 flask shards. Okay, there ain't nothing much yet. That's alright. But Catalina was not an eldritch beast. And what shotgunness? Oh gosh! And then I couldn't drink in time. An echo lingers at the site of death. Standing near the wraith will gradually heal. But money and experience toward the next skill point are lost on death. Destroy the wraith, you get them back. Well, I meant to hit bullets back like that. That was awesome. That's shotguns, and they don't have much range like that does. Okay. That guy's dangerous. But what a nice challenge early on before an eldritch beast. But at least I did destroy that wayward wraith. But too bad there ain't no backstabbing. It feels so satisfying when you can do that. There's another big guy here. then there's such a thing as burning. And I don't know of what I could do to get rid of the burns, because there's no rolling in this game. Deflecting bullets is fun, though. Then you fiend cameo. That's just another trinket, too. Now, I ain't in the circus district still. Okay, that's no person to fight. Eulogia or Eulogia.
You have come to visit the casket workshop at an inopportune time, Wanderer. I'm afraid I am the last undertaker left, and I am leaving.
Have you seen a sheriff?
Have I seen Sheriff Flintwood? No, he disappeared after the mining disaster. However, I am searching myself. Amadeus Slate, the head of the casket workshop, is also missing. Perhaps our searches will cross, Wanderer.
What is this place?
The casket workshop exists as a place dedicated to creating caskets strong enough to hold Tombwater's dead. We stay very busy. Well, we did. Our numbers have dwindled. It's not safe work. The restless dead are resilient, but the casket workshop are keepers of old knowledge. We have our ways of dealing with things. Be safe in your travels, Wanderer.
Who are you?
I am Eulogia, apprentice casket wright, the last undertaker left in the casket workshop. And I must give my apologies. I am leaving. The head of the workshop, Amadeus Slate, left abruptly earlier this year. I must find out what he's been doing.
Well, happy trails to you, or safe travels, rather. Oh, those can be broken. Yeah, she would hate me for this. But I can't help but want to see if there are trinkets around. Or charms. Or, knock on wood, weapons. But why aren't I making my way closer and closer to the circus grounds? Well, I mean, I'm making the conscious choice not to. That's on me. But I feel like I'm getting closer and closer now. Okay, you hit D-pad buttons to change consumables. Or change stuff in your quick equip slots. Now there's the circus grounds. Yeah, that ain't creepy at all, especially when disappearing under the bridge. Maybe I'll increase endurance instead. Then Quicksilver Spur. We can sprint with that. So we have to have that on to sprint. And it does, perhaps when in a dangerous encounter, it takes up stamina, but when you're not in such an encounter, it doesn't. Yeah! If there's no enemies in immediate vicinity, you won't consume stamina while sprinting. That's good to know. Yeah, I thought they might actually be alive. And an eye. And 5-cent stores. And there are ladders to climb, too. And various oddities. Whoa. 3 swings. I've got my 3 flasks, though. I'm gonna be aight. That is, if I could find a way down. But I'm not so sure that's easy to do or find. Oh. We can turn things around. So, arcing across, then raining down in a tree. Yeah, puzzles. It's all right. A simple enough puzzle. But yeah, real somber music. Both those gates open. Then what's under the big top? I imagine a fight awaits. I imagine I gotta get in this big ring. Yeah, this ain't creepy at all, is it? Vicious rats. They sure weren't vicious in the sewers. But then they got bigger. You got range, I got range. I gotta have stamina in order to dash. Okay. We ain't done yet, are we? Oh, yes, we are. And there's a ladder to climb down. Yeah, no, this is genuine fun here. I can dig Tombwater for real. And then some in the pool. Here, I thought the knives had limited range. You can't tell me not creepy. One more hit will be fine there. And the new weapon. Let's get the bullwhip in now. Long reach, but requires precision and extra damage when striking with the tip. And you do move forward when swinging it. So it's a matter of knowing the ideal distance, just like with Mart's Falcon in any Smash game. Smash Brothers. That's a little more damage there. 15 more. Ooh. I didn't see that. I'm pretty far away. Now I have to think of where I need to go. There's a gate somewhere. It was over here. And I don't have to repeat that. But still ain't no eldritch beast yet. And those have already been dealt with, so it's all right. How about we get all that in? And then I deflected the knife right back with the whip. Now that I'm healed, I can break that wraith and get all that stuff back. I need to get the ideal whip distance, but he keeps wanting to move in, of course. It ain't no combo for real. I was ready to deflect some shots, but that was shotgun stuff there. Now I got $100. Okay, I'm getting closer to where I need to go now. I need time. Oh, that'll do. That would do for sure. Unlocking gates and looking like... Oh no, that's a big guy. Why don't I head over to a campfire, though? It's an extended hitbox that stays out for a little bit, so that's good for deflecting the bullets or knives. So I can gel with that. Now, what is transocology? With an I, we have the spell blood bullet now. Equip the square, transocology. I don't see anything about it. Transocology. Yeah, I don't see anything about transocology. Oh, different categories, that's why. Siphons a small amount of life to create ammo. Blood becomes bullets. Bullets become life. Maybe I'll put the ghost seed there, then a blood bullet there. So that could be a little something. Now let's go down this way with the big guy.
Ugh, I hear them whispering down there, stirring in the mud. You're listening to them, aren't you? Saying I can't bring law to this mess. Well, an outlaw or stranger, I'll do what has to be done. We hang 'em high here.
Why hang me high? What did I do? He's a lost deputy. Feels bad about that, man. That's an occult beast. Deputy beast. That's an occult beast right there. I think I'll do this. Then I'll drink that. I want the bullets to go towards the deputy beast. But I ought to get rid of them. They're taking up a whole lot of valuable real estate. Then there's even more. There goes one. But then there go the rest. And an Ember of Want defeated the deputy beast there. So Embers of Want can increase damage output. Multiple embers can be absorbed to increase ember level and damage dealt. So defeating a whole lot of these eldritch beasts will get your power boosted. That felt so bad though. It had to be done. Canyon settlement. That doesn't make it any easier though. But I've gone through enough of this for now to get a good idea of what to expect and give you all that same thing. And there's definitely at least more than something here. Doesn't feel like it'd take long, but it does feel like it can be a challenge if you're not careful. I'll get lucidity. Oh, wait. There's another skill point. I need 2 want embers to increase power, though. And we can save and quit like that. So this is in version 1.0. And I can dig what the game is putting down. But man, are you gonna be having a somber, lonely time. Sometimes that's okay, though. Moth Atlas and Midwest Games sure make it feel that way. I very much dig what I felt with Tombwater, and I wonder how you feel about it. And I have the dev in the pub and Tim at UberStrategist to thank for allowing me to show you this here. This is fun. it's worth the challenge to me. And all it does is also remind me I've not gone through a single, well, actually, I've gone through roguelites. That's a whole different thing. I've not gone through a single Souls-like game in my life. And why have I not? While I ponder that, you might look at some other Souls-like game or something along those lines. There's another game, 2D, top-down, pixels, somber. Although there's a few more people around, but I think it's something special too, so you ought to give it a look.